EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they'll start this drive just across the... Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
We need 18.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
26, 319, inside, jump out. Hey, 626.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Steelers. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
319.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. On first down, it's Genty. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The Steelers at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
258. Teammate. Plant. 150.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Hey, 88. Zoom.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Inside. Box it. Back north.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And the Ravens first down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. In motion left, Flowers. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard after the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. In motion left, Flowers. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. No, we changed it.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now an audible here into something else.
1st down, Ravens.
We change it. We go. Get out.
From the gun, Jackson. Pass to Bowers once again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back on into the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 6-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Third and goal, Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Press it up! Press up! You change it.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 34-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Well, that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. And the Ravens 26-yard line.
Now Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 12-yard line.
Inside. Yeah, live.
Rodgers going to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
Brings up
And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Play action. Now Jackson. Open middle down the field. It's Bowers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
19.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
No. Sit up! Sit up! Finish up! Sit up!
Now it's Jackson. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
180! Let's go! Get hot! 180! Nice shot!
Jackson now. He completes it to Beckham. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Jackson.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Now Jackson off the play fake. Steps away, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Hey, 626. Hey, 88. Get 300. Get 300.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Austin is there and brings in another one. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
26.
Rodgers now to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and yard at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Another Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 21.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a third down and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Blue 58. Teammate. Inside. Jump. Jump out.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking for Austin. Intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Across midfield.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Underneath here to Hill. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Steelers 10.
After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They'll get this out to Genty. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Box it. Teammate. Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Green 18.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58. Jump out.
And again, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look.
They'll send Beckham in motion right.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, lover of music, how about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Hey, middle.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Get hot! 13.
Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Report!
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give Henry another shot. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Henry.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
It's now 4th and goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
319.
Back to throw. Rodgers connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers to throw. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And out of bounds right around the 20.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
258. Check 30.
Now Rodgers.
That's complete. Jinsey out of the backfield. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
Here's 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
18, back north.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
18. Get 300. Get 26. 630. This. Zoom. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to tie things up in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
58! Jump out! Teammate! Hey, 88! Done! Hey, take 26!
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Flush to his right. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
Defensive talk 1-on-1. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
This one finds Austin out right.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Green 18!
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
Man, you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Go! Get up! Get up!
Now it's Jackson.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Go. Go ahead. 180! Nice shot! 180! Nice shot! Sit up!
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And the stop here will come at the 48-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. And that's going to give this offense a second lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A field goal does nothing. It is touchdown or bust as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
13.
Jackson.
Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down.
Now it's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Ravens 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more